Hey guys, so welcome to another review. Today we'll be looking at Star Wars: The Power of the Dark Side, and you can actually take off this plastic collectible Darth Vader head off, like so. Underneath it will be Darth Vader's head. So what they've done is, so when you take off the head, there's gonna be another head underneath. Maybe like a tchotchke, I don't know. Those little plugs that look like you could plug into the wall, but you can't. You just pop it back in like that. I'll demonstrate how to fucking do this shit. So, here we go, put that back in there like that. Oh, before I do that, I'll show you guys the feature. You push the side of his head. What the fuck? Hold on. It glitches sometimes though. What? Might not work. Don't know. What? The hell? It might start off automatically, but if you push the side of his head, he'll do breathing noises. So the way you actually do it is you plug it back on like this. So that means it's secure. So in order to read this book, I'm gonna have to lean against the wall on my bed. So let's begin. Star Wars: The Power of the Dark Side. Star Wars: Bring Darth Vader to life. Don't underestimate the Force. Darth Vader lives again, and the power of the dark side relives the most exciting moments of Vader's journey from evil to redemption, an interactive story experience, and special breathing effects every time Vader speaks by following the prompts throughout this retelling. So, it says how to use your Darth Vader toy. As you read this book, you can make sinister story moments come alive by using your Darth Vader toy. When you see this symbol, press the button on the right-hand side of Vader's head to make him breathe. The toy also snaps out of the case, just for me to put it back so you don't lose it. Here's what he looks like. Okay. So, Star Wars: The Power of the Dark Side. Young Anakin Skywalker lived on the desert planet Tatooine. He and his mother were slaves, and Anakin worked in a junk shop. One day, Jedi Knight Qui-Gon Jinn entered the shop. The Jedi were guardians of peace in the galaxy. Qui-Gon had been on a mission to Naboo when he rescued Queen Amidala from a droid army that had seized control of her planet. The two had gone to Tatooine to find parts to repair the ship. Qui-Gon recognized that Anakin was very powerful in the Force, an energy field that connected every living thing and gave Jedi their powers. Qui-Gon freed Anakin from slavery and took him away to train as a Jedi. Queen Amidala was fighting to get Naboo back. Anakin followed the craft and destroyed the starship controlling the droids. He saved the planet and moved them to the galaxy. To the Jedi Council that was very strong in the Force. The leading Jedi allowed Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon's former apprentice, to train Anakin after Qui-Gon was defeated in battle. He was killed. He was stabbed by Darth Maul. Okay, guys? Okay. 10 years later, Anakin had become a very powerful Jedi. He and Master Obi-Wan fought variably in the Clone Wars, the Galactic Civil War. That the Republic, which troops of clones led by the Jedi, against the droid armies of the Confederacy of Independent Systems. But more and more, Anakin felt that the Jedi Council was hiding information from him, and not allowing him to use his full power. Secretly, he had fallen in love with and married Padme Amidala, now a senator to the Republic. He began having terrible dreams about the future when Padme died because Padme was pregnant. When Anakin discovered that the ruler of the Republic, Chancellor Palpatine, was a Sith Lord named Darth Sidious, the Chancellor asked him to become a Sith and help him end the war. He claimed that the combined power and the Force could end the galactic conflict. Darth Sidious promised to help Anakin keep his nightmares from coming true. Together they could save Padme and restore peace to the galaxy. The Sith used the dark side of the Force to gain power and or the sworn enemies of the Jedi, but Anakin was desperate to save Padme and he turned to the dark side. Darth Sidious named his new apprentice Darth Vader. Darth Vader's first task was to help wipe out the Jedi, whom Darth Sidious claimed were trying to take control of the galaxy. And here's the picture. And now we'll continue. Okay. Darth Sidious declared himself Emperor of the Galaxy and took complete control of the government. He turned Darth Vader against his former master Obi-Wan Kenobi in a fateful duel. The one-time friends fought their way across the volcano planet Mustafar's molten surface until they found themselves battling on a floating platform racing above a lava river. They fought with lightsabers, Jedi powers, Jedi weapons that illuminated beams of energy powerful in the Force. They were both equally matched in battle. Finally, Obi-Wan flipped off the platform into the river. Darth Vader attempted to jump as well, but Obi-Wan defeated him. He cut his arm and both his legs off and he burned. That was too fast. He cut his arm off and both his legs, and then he burned. Darth Vader was terribly injured. The Emperor arrived on Mustafar to bring his apprentice to Coruscant, the center of the galaxy, where medical droids fitted him with life support armor. Darth Vader would need to wear the armor to stay alive. As his mask sealed over Vader's face, he began to breathe for him. And fucking nothing. Fucking piece of shit. Sometimes it won't work. The batteries die or something? Hold on a second, let's put back his face for a second. So here's a little picture and symbol that will come. So I'll cue you in when the symbol is there, and then you can skip if you want. Frank was trapped in the armor, but it would make him feared across the galaxy. On a faraway world called Polis, Mos, and Padme had twins, Luke and Leia, but then she passed away. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Jedi Master Yoda separated the children, so Darth Vader and the Emperor would have a hard time finding them. Leia was sent to the planet Alderaan, and Luke went to live on Tatooine. And here's the picture again. Flip the page. Oh, and just in case my battery dries, I have to be cautious of that. Okay, whatever. Sorta. Okay. Maybe this will work. Hey, now we've got more leverage. I'm a fucking smartass. I'll just grab my charger, plug it in there. Okay, now it's charging. Let me check. Okay, yeah, it's charging. Fucking ingenious. And lean it against that. Okay. So next picture. Okay. Almost 20 years passed after Anakin turned to the dark side. Darth Vader now served the Emperor and was on a mission to crush the rebellion, a small group fighting to gain control of the galaxy from the Emperor. On a giant Imperial ship called the Star Destroyer, he zoomed through space to capture Princess Leia. He suspected her of aiding rebel spies who had stolen blueprints to the Empire's Death Star, a massive space station that could destroy planets. The rebels intended to use the planets to destroy it. Vader needed to get the blueprints back. High above Tatooine, Darth Vader finally caught Princess Leia. Her ship was dragging to the Star Destroyer's docking bay. Stormtroopers, soldiers of the Empire raced into the rebel ship and cleared the way for Darth Vader to enter. He confronted the ships. He confronted the ship's captain and then seized Princess Leia. He couldn't find the stolen plans, but he took Leia prisoner and vowed to make her tell him where she hid them. Leia was taken to the detention center on the Death Star. She was startled when her door opened and Darth Vader entered along with an interrogation droid. And now, Your Highness, we will discuss the location of your hidden rebel base. Dark Lord rasped as the door slammed shut and the droid approached her with the truth serum. Okay. Oh, that's right, I didn't show you this picture yet. Oh, here's the picture. Later, Darth Vader argued with Imperial Admiral Monty. He had been unsuccessful obtaining information from Princess Leia. Admiral Monty mocked at Darth Vader about his inability to use the Force to uncover any information. Your sad devotion to ancient religion has not helped you conjure up the stolen data tapes. Admiral Monty scoffed, angering Lord Vader, who used the Force to choke who used the Force to choke the Imperial officer. I find your lack of faith disturbing, the Sith Lord said before releasing Monty from his grip. Wait, hold on. Enough of this. Vader, release him. Darth Vader sensed a disturbance in the Force. Obi-Wan Kenobi, a young Luke Skywalker whom he was training as a Jedi, had commissioned pilot Han Solo and Wookiee co-pilot Chewbacca to take them to Alderaan aboard the Millennium Falcon to deliver the stolen Death Star plans to the leaders. The ship was caught on the Death Star's tractor beam. When it traveled too close to the space station, Luke, Han, and Chewbacca rescued Princess Leia while Obi-Wan divided the deactivated tractor beam so he could escape, but Obi-Wan's mission was not complete. He had to battle his former apprentice. The two dueled with lightsabers. Your powers are weak, old man, Darth Vader said. You can't win, Darth. You can't win, Darth. Obi-Wan replied, if you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Darth Vader then struck Obi-Wan down with his lightsaber, and the Jedi Knight disappeared. Okay. The rebels... Oh, that's right. Let me show you this picture. Here is this picture. The rebels escaped the Death Star and took the stolen data tapes with them. They analyzed the plans and found a weakness, and the time to strike was now. But Darth Vader had placed a homing beacon on the Millennium Falcon before it blasted from the Death Star so the Empire could trace the rebels to their hidden base. The deadly space station was on its way to Yavin 4, the planet where the rebels had built their base to destroy the planet along with the rebellion. The rebels launched their attack. Obi-Wan, Darth Vader, realized the danger and decided to take them on himself. He flew his starship into battle and destroyed many rebels who were attempting to destroy the Death Star. TIE fighter, not starship. One rebel pilot, Luke Skywalker, remained. He raced to complete his mission with Darth Vader on his heels. The Force is strong with this one. Darth Vader noted as he zeroed in on the rebels' X-Wing starfighter. Just as Vader prepared to fire on Luke, Han Solo flew in from behind and shot at Vader's wingman. The out-of-control ship hit Vader's craft, sending the Dark Lord spiraling into space. Luke fired his proton torpedo and destroyed the Death Star. As Darth Vader flew off, he vowed revenge against the young rebel. 3 years had passed after the destruction of the Death Star. Oh, that's right, I haven't showed you the picture. Okay, that's the picture. Three years had passed after the destruction of the Death Star, and Darth Vader was obsessed with finding Luke Skywalker and the Rebel base. He dispatched probe droids throughout the galaxy to search every planet for signs of the Rebels' location. When one of the droids landed on the ice planet Hoth, It sent back images of what looked like a settlement. Oops, we found something. Darth Vader asked Admiral Piet, who was monitoring the images. The captain showed Darth Vader the image the droid had sent. That's it. The rebels are there, Darth Vader confirmed. I'm sure Skywalker is with them. Set your course for the Hoth system. Wait, hold on after. I'm sure Skywalker is with them. Set your courses. Set your course for the Hoth system. Rebels fought admirably against the Empire and Hoth, but eventually were overtaken. They broke away from the Imperial blockade in transports. Firing an iron cannon blast that temporarily knocked out the Empire's ship systems, but the Empire managed to knock out the Rebels' shield generator, allowing Darth Vader to land. He stormed to the Rebel base. I'm pushing the button now. Sorry, I haven't been noting. The Millennium Falcon escaped Hoth, but its hyperdrive engine wasn't working, so it couldn't evade Imperial ships. Darth Vader ordered his troops to capture the ship no matter what. When the Millennium Falcon sought refuge in an asteroid belt surrounding the planet, Piet told Darth Vader they couldn't follow them because they'd be destroyed by the floating rocks. Asteroids do not concern me. Darth Vader commanded, I want that ship. No excuses. What? I want that ship. No excuses. What? I was trying to do this. What the fuck? Was I doing this all this time? Did it do that all this time? I'm so sorry. No excuses. Hold on. I want that ship. No excuses. Okay. I got it. The Emperor contacted Darth Vader, who retreated to his private chamber. What is thy bidding, my master? What is thy bidding, my master? Darth Vader asked a holographic image of the Emperor. The Emperor told Darth Vader that they had a new enemy who was strong with the Force. Luke Skywalker, after the Battle of Hoth. Luke had secretly flown to a swampy planet called Dagobah to train with Jedi Master Yoda, and was becoming a greater threat to the Sith. Darth Vader suggested that they could turn Luke Skywalker to the dark side of the Force. Can it be done? The Emperor asked. He will join us or die, Master, Darth Vader replied. Do or do not. There is no try. Growing frustrated at the Empire's lack of progress and locating the Millennium Falcon, Darth Vader contacted several bounty hunters and tasked them with finding a missing ship standing on the bridge of the Star Destroyer. Darth Vader spoke to Lancer's hunters, Boba Fett, IG/88, Dagger Zunkus, 4/LOM, and Bosk. I want them alive, Darth Vader commanded. I want them alive. Especially to Boba Fett. No disintegrations. Admiral Piet instructed Darth Vader to tell him that they had the Millennium Falcon in their sight and were about to capture the ship, but the Falcon evaded capture once again, escaping to Cloud City. Boba Fett tracked it there, however, and told Darth Vader of its location. Han Solo had fallen when they fought to Ducal Sea, hoping his friend Lando Calrissian would help them repair the hyperdrive. However, thanks to Boba Fett, Darth Vader arrived ahead of Solo. Vader forced Lando to turn over Han Solo, Princess Leia, and Chewbacca, or have Cloud City taken over by the Empire. Pretending to take them for refreshments, Lando brought them unsuspectingly to the unsuspecting rebels to the Sith Lord. We would be honored if you would join us. If I didn't show you this picture, which I probably did. Okay. Here's this picture of Darth Vader talking to the Emperor. Here's this picture of them over here, and then I'll show you the first picture. Fuck. And here's this picture. So if you guys didn't know that I didn't show you pictures, well now I show you pictures. And what the fuck? If I put it like, it's because of this fucking thing. But I want to be nice and reading again. Hold on, what's my battery? Wait a second. Okay.